you like rock and roll. Something familiar and unusual. Pour into me, I'll pour into you. I'll be your rhythm, you can be my groove. I wanna love you like rock and roll.
Love Like Rock and Roll is a little bit Memphis and a little bit Nashville. It has that Memphis soul and that Nashville country tinge, and it's really inspired by these musicians who, they go out on the road and tour for a year and a half, whatever it may be, and still manage somehow to make a relationship work back at home. So it has these dual meanings, really, of loving someone in that very special way that you never thought possible, creating a love story on your own terms and not playing by the unwritten rules of love. And then it's also about trying desperately to love someone as much as you love something else, all the while knowing that may never be possible. When I first wrote the song and decided that it was going to be one I pursued in the studio for the record, I thought this might make a good duet song. And the first name to cross my mind was Megan Knight. I heard Megan Knight about 5 years ago. She had put out an EP, and I think there were like 3 songs on it, and I loved those 3 songs. So I asked Megan Knight, who I had never met in person, I just asked her if she would be willing to come in and sing on this song called Love Like Rock and Roll. And she graciously accepted and said yes. And when she was in the studio singing her part, I knew right away this was the perfect choice, the perfect decision. She came in, sang her part, and then I sang mine, and we worked together and created a unique sound and a unique blend. It was a thrill to work with her. When I took it to Chris D'Antonio to compose, his standpoint on the song was, well, Mark, you're writing about rock and roll, so the song should really rock, right? And he kind of created this rigid chord structure for the song that was more in a rock direction, and I really wanted a more soul type R&B type feel. So I had the demo that Chris and I created, and it was more rock, and so I just kind of explained to Jamie, look, I have a rock demo here, but I really think the song is R&B. And Jamie took one listen to the demo and he said, I get it. I get what you're going for. And so when Chris came back to lay the guitar parts down in the studio, we gave the guitar parts more air, and we just kind of made it flow a little bit more, and we gave it that soul that it needed, and the rhythm and the groove that was so important. And it's one of those instances where everybody who contributed to this song made such an important impression on it, and that if you took one person's contribution away, the song just wouldn't be as full. Love Like Rock and Roll is really going to touch a lot of people's hearts, and I'm excited to see that happen.
This kind of love,
This kind of love
is a wild thing. I wanna love you like rock